Good morning. I was reminded this morning as I was reading in 1 Thessalonians of an encounter I had several years ago in a local church prayer room. I was in a prayer room reading my Bible and praying, and a man walked in. He sat down across the room from me, and a few moments later he said to me, "Is there anything I can pray for you?" Not knowing this man at all, not really wanting to engage with any other person, I just simply smiled and said, "Just that I would know the Lord's will." He said, "Oh, well, that's easy. I already know it." I was like, "Oh, really?" And he quoted to me 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 18, which says, "Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you." Sure enough, regardless of where we are in life, we can always be reminded that this is God's will for us. And as I was looking over those verses and just pondering them this morning, it occurred to me how constant and continual the action is. Rejoice always. Pray without ceasing. Give thanks in all circumstances. Some versions of that say pray continually. So, this is a constant action on our part. It's a whole new shift in the way we think. It's not about me. It's about putting my eyes and my focus on Christ. This is the will of God for us in Christ Jesus. To rejoice always, every single moment, looking at what are blessings in our life rather than focusing on the burdens. To pray continually, pray without ceasing, a constant remembrance of who is in control and who is not. A recognition that the Lord's power is unlimited and that mine is greatly limited. And to give thanks in all circumstances. Doesn't matter what they are. Doesn't matter how bad I may think they are. It's refocusing my attention to dwell on what is good, what is from the Lord, and to have an attitude of gratitude. It's all about perspective. So may you be encouraged this morning that you know what God's will is. If you're wondering, what does the Lord want me to do next? I'm going to tell you, just like the man did in the prayer room years ago, 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 18. Just focus on that. It gives us plenty to do.